Rims, look upon the final form of Ronny Leg Smasher and languish in fear. Don't worry, Derek's fine. He's just lying on it. That's human blood. No, it's not. It's piglet blood. Derek likes the smell because he's a bit of a strange man. Hello, strange people. Welcome to RimWorld, where today, my God, we're going to build the biggest, thickest wall you've ever seen. And we're going to recruit biggest, thickest prisoners. Why is there a child in the prison? Child, what are you doing? Attempting to recruit prisoners. Well, I mean, she does have that armor, right, that gives the recruitment bonuses. Shit, what is your social skill? 10.27. You know what? Hey, fine. If the tiny child can recruit people to her cause, then you know what? I'm absolutely fine with that. And on the subject of recruiting people to our cause and trying to achieve, of course, our final goal of 50 colonists amid this zombie-infested world, we recruited Lovely Nails, who is now called God Draculith, and this was a name requested for a pawn that is useless, and I couldn't think of a person more useless than God Draculith. Genuinely the worst person we've got in the colony right now. Slow Learner and Teetotaler. Teetotaler is obviously fine. Slow Learner is not ideal. Minus 75 global learning factor when they've got no skills to speak of. The one redeeming factor when I saw them was like, okay, they've got mining and a single passion in that, so they'll be able to learn... oh, wait. No, they're not. On the plus side, the one good skill they do have double passion is melee, which means they'll be able to be eaten by a zombie a lot faster. And I've also got to do my due diligence here and give a shout out to Jura_MacC, who saw yesterday's episode, you know, when we had the research bug. They said that using Research Pal Forked fixes the issue and changing some settings with that. Which came as a big surprise to me because I thought I was already using Research Pal Forked, and it turns out I was using the old version of it. Well, the alternate version of Research Pal. So that's all fixed now. And that's working fine, except for Ronny, who's still very suspiciously cursed, and I'm not entirely sure why. I was going to rename him to Ronny Leg Smasher. But that just makes the giant shaded box of doom appear. And I don't know why. And if we turn off RimHub, it just starts speaking, very frightening things. So I've decided, let's not worry about it. Ronny is a being unto himself. I think he's too powerful for the system at this stage. Oh, shit. You did it, Marta. You did recruit prisoner after all. Fellas, I knight ye surviving. Because absolutely you did. No one can argue with that. They're also not terrible for crafting. Bear in mind, crafting includes, you know, chopping lumber, things like that. We could give Ronny a bit of time off from... Because we've got a lot of stuff to build. We've got the walls to shore up, lots of defenses. I want to get a lot more... Obviously, we still got to find a way to help encourage raiders to get into our base where Ronny can break their legs and we can haul them off to prison. We're kidnapping people. Okay, I'm not gonna try and sugarcoat it here so that Ronny can kidnap them. But we've got to do it in a way where they're also not going to get devoured by zombies, because that's been a pretty consistent problem. So Ronny's going to be doing a lot of building today, particularly because we have to shore up the Northern War as well. So if we can give, like, surviving, if we just give him some points there in crafting too... Now, Ronny definitely needs to be left in charge of tailoring, smithing, where it's important to do. I think, though, this is just regular old crafting. Let's see. So if I turn Ronny off of crafting, can he now interact with that? No. That's good, because that means we can keep Ronny doing the important stuff, like, I mean, fabrication's a bit irrelevant. But doing the machining, the smithing, the tailoring, actually, I think machining's a bit irrelevant, too. I might be wrong about that, so we'll leave that one in there. But smithing and tailoring, especially for better weapons, high-quality armor, Ronny's going to be key in that. What I might even go as far to do is to say... Who's our second best? That's Evan the Weaver. They've got 12 skill. What I'm thinking then is, why don't we take all of the crafting skill out of everybody else and keep them on, well, keep them on crafting, and then leave that just down to these two. Ideally, Ronny is the top priority. We need, like, a quality crafter mod. You know, like the quality builder we've got for buildings? We need something like that that makes it so if we want to make some really important stuff, only Ronny will be able to do it, because it would be a shame for someone else to get an inspiration, carry on with this stuff, and potentially ruin it, right? I was also told that apparently these weapons actually have side effects. It doesn't show on the info tab because they have... Here you are. The metal gathers storm and surrounding electricity to unleash it during the fight. So they have secondary effects that aren't listed on the obvious weapon stats. This one, say, for example, sets enemies on fire. There's obviously no stat for that. So we'll have to take a read through of these and see what we've got here. Allows the warrior to disarm or dismantle any opponent in close combat. Any contact with the metal causes gaping wounds and heavy bleeding. That's kind of interesting. Executioner is incredible hard cuts through flesh and bone of any kind of paper. Okay. So that's probably got high armor penetration or something like that. I actually can't even see the armor penetration stat now. Not that it really matters that much. Anyway, yeah, we know how it goes. We know 33% actually, which isn't that much when you consider some of the other ones do as well. The alloy of dark matter eats the surrounding light, poisons people. That might be good for knocking people down. We can't make any of them anyway, so we don't even know why I'm bothering considering it quite yet. Now we've got research power, we can take a look a bit more clearly at the things that we do want to get. I'm thinking heavy crossbows, maybe even the multi-shot crossbows, because the repeater crossbow that Portale has is actually really good. If we get everybody equipped with that, we could bring down the zombies pretty fast. Bear in mind the zombies are going to be moving pretty fast, so even just taking them with a weak arrow and slowing them down might be the difference between life and death for some people. So going into that probably wouldn't hurt. We do, however, need to... How do we do with the arcane scribing? Have we got everything we need to give people... I was describing a master spells. We need to be able to make the books so that we can upgrade a few of our physically adept characters. You know what? Let's keep going with limbs for the time being, because that's probably a bit more high priority. I really don't remember. It might be something at the enchanting table. It doesn't really matter too much anyway. Let's take a look and see if we can actually build it then. Would that be under, like, production, perhaps? No, definitely not. Medieval? No, definitely not. Misk? All right, give me a minute. Oh, no, there it is. Scribing table. Cool. So we'll put one of those down. We need to build some sort of, like, research / a scribing room, don't we? Really. We've got everything kind of rammed into the same building. We can make this slightly bigger, too, to allow for that 2x2 corridors and get a proper recreation room set up as well. If we take away some of this kind of silly, research room we got set up there. How much silver have we got? 828. So, obviously, we got to finish the prison, too, at some stage. We could put it, like, over here. I just don't want it to obstruct too much of this zone. And that's all, what's that, like high fertility source, so we don't want to cover that over too much either. Fine, we could put down a little research room over here. It hasn't got to be massive, because we've got 2 researchers, but for the most part, we've only ever really got 1 person consistently researching. So let's do, actually, let's base it on the size of the floor we can put down with silver tiles. I think that's the best plan. So how much we got here? Oh, good God, barely any. Oh, wowie. Yep, there you are. You can have a 3x3 room. Okay, in that case, maybe we'll wait a little while on that one. So let's just throw down, I think that's probably big enough. All we have is, what, the 2 research tables, the bookshelf, and the filing cabinet. Yeah, I mean, that's probably big enough. Just do it something like, let's do it slightly off center as well. Let's do 9x... No, my 9's a bit large. Let's do 8x8, but then let's make sure we've got that 2-block gap on this side. 7x7? Oh, that'll do. That's fine. We can do it like that. Have them sat back to back so they can get in some social, and there's a gap in the middle for them to walk down. Yeah, I think this works pretty well. Let's get all this stuff reinstalled then. Have we got more kitchen stuff to install up here? Tableware shelf, we've got the sink. There might be some other stuff we unlock as we do more furniture research, obviously. How much will this cost for the whole room? 1,890. Yikes. Well, getting down anything is better than having nothing, right? So why don't we just go sandstone? Sandstone tiles have quite a high cleanliness, right? I think tile blocks just generally do. Well, they don't give any bonus. Oh, shit, my bad. Steel? It gets bonus to cleanliness, right? 0.2. Silver tiles gain a cleanliness of... Oh, shit, also 0.2. I don't know why I thought silver tiles gave a higher bonus than steel tiles. They should, but they don't. But they should. What about fine sandstone tiles? Just a beauty of 3. Oh, well, sod it then. We might as well just go steel tiles, eh? We can actually produce steel fairly consistently, and it's not going to cost 8 times the resource amount. Was it? Whatever. However much resource amount it takes. So I'll do something like that. We'll knock this wall through. We can have a slightly larger freezer, because if you haven't noticed, it's a little bit cramped in there. We'll move the entire kitchen over, maybe even just into this room, because we're not going to leave that much. Then we can expand the dining room out, because we've only got 8 chairs for 17 people. My God. This colony is going to get a hand pretty fast. Look at the ticks per second, though. 252? Are consistently around, like, the mid-200s. That's fantastic. Oh, did the zombies not eat the bodies of people infected? Oh, no. No, they definitely do. I thought maybe they'd leave them alone because they were infected, then maybe they'd come back. Oh, come on. We've got so much building to do. Hello? Hang on. No, wait. This is good. Oh, my God. He's writing. Look at this man. Josephine Trujillo? Holy crap. Iron cigaris in one hand and a iron sickle in the other. Guillotine can. What is this armor? Paladin's heavy plate. Whoa. Are there any characters of magical... So there is Rosalina, who has the Wanderer, oh, sorry, the Wayfarer, Bloodlust as well, 11 cooking. Oh, wow. Obviously, we're going to try and capture anyone anyway. But this is perfect, because this is the side of the map where we've just controlled all the zombies. They might still go into the caves and hunt them. But this is great, because this is our, like, best defensive area. Let's get 4 people on the ballista. It might be prudent to just open this central door and try and bait them to walking through. If we do that, it would also be quite good to have a wall like, maybe take away these cavalry spikes here. No, we still need that to, maybe do something like that. Right, replace those ones. Allow 1-by-1 passage. Oh, but the only problem with 1-by-1 is they could use them against us. Unless we're on sandbags down the middle. I'm brainstorming here. Don't worry about it. We won't worry about that. That's something for the future. Let's get you on the ballista then. Smiles, you're one of our best shots. I wonder if shooting stat even affects it. You'd assume it would, but don't assume anything about RimWorld. I assume silver tiles would be more cleanly, which they should be, but the range on the ballista is a little disappointing, I'll admit. But if nothing else, we can maybe help them thin out the zombies, which they'll almost certainly go and do rather than attacking us. Feels weird that this is the first series we've ever kind of needed something like this, but we've never had to juggle so many points of, you know, potential. Where the, what? 307 jade. Okay, what I was going to say is we've got the advanced mode of defensive positions. So if you just right click and toggle it, you can enable that. And that allows you to set up to 4 defensive positions. So we've already got this one, which is like up here, I think it was. Or actually, I'm not entirely sure where that defensive position is now. Doesn't really matter too much. The defensive position 2 here, we've got them lined up like this. And eventually, we could just go like pillboxes with it instead of like a full-on kill corridor, for lack of better word. Yep, there they go. Well, that's okay. We'll be able to pick off a couple here and there. The zombies that are... I'm kind of hoping they'll... What the hell was that? You see that? Throwing bones across the map. Oh, no. Royal Tribute Collector. No, my friends, now is not the time. What is this? Sharpshooters. That'd be real good. You've joined at the wrong time. We've got this Bone Lord over here. Look at Gene. The little gas mask zombie. Oh, no. Bentley. Oh, it's a bad day to be you. Holy shit. Hang on. We hit him with all those ballistas and they didn't do any damage. What the fuck? That's not right. Hang on, hang on. Maybe they all missed. No damage. That doesn't seem right at all. How's Bone Lord doing? Because I really want to capture you. Surviving is out. Surviving is only interested in surviving. I don't blame him. Bone Lord affected by toxic buildup. Kimimaro Johnny Sins Bone Lord is okay. She will toss a bone another day. This is fantastic. I really want you in my squad, Bone Lord. And to be honest, I mean, all the Wayfarers are pretty fantastic, especially because we're going to be making, like, mage cantrips for one of them anyway, right? So the more Wayfarers we get, the more value we're going to get out of all of them. And they can copy abilities from other people, as we've seen. Jesus. Oh, Fleming's getting in there with a scythe. That's the... Bone Lord. Bitten off by a zombie. Fresh. Klein gnawed Rosalina in the right thumb. But no infection risk because it was bitten right off? Is that how that works? I mean, I'm sure it's not complaining if that's it. Jon Snow's starving. Jon Snow, you love fighting zombies. Oh, God, Fleming. Knocked down, disarmed, and then just devoured. That's brutal. That's the problem with these really, really strong zombies. And these people going in fucking single file like the morons they are. On the plus side, look at this queue. Basically, just a queue for our prison at this point. I definitely drafted our people up too early. Next time, we need to wait until they've basically done with... Oh, the camel is fucking gone. Fleeing in panic. When they, when the next raid turns up, just let them deal with the zombies first. And then when they get in kind of to this stage where they've gotten kind of far, then undraft them. Or then draft them up and obviously move them into the defensive position. Rosalina, stay back. How's she doing? Bleeding out in 23 hours. Josephine is down? Cut by a crossbow. She's frail, though. We might be able to steal her armor. If they actually manage to kill this fucking zombie anytime soon. Jesus. Done. They're done. Turn around. Bright eyes. Fight my wall. Yes, 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 yes. Ballistas. Ronny, you fucking coward. We don't get notified about things Ronny does anymore. Like I said, he's too powerful for the system. He's ascended beyond just RimWorld trivialities now. Right, yeah, that's it. Throw yourself on my cavalry spikes. Ronny, we really needed your hammer. Stop shooting Lieutenant Bucking Dan. Please. That's why I had to retreat. Smiles. Right, let's pull these guys back. That's clearly not going to work as well as I anticipated. Not until we can get the other stuff set up, I guess. Please stop. No, 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 no. Let's turn off fire at will. Let them break themselves upon the rocks, and then we'll move in and get them afterwards. Don't light fire to my palisade, sir. Do you know how long it takes me to get wood? Not like... Oh, that. Fling. Fling. Smiles. Smiles. Haste, Smiles. Haste. Take the legs off of Rosalina. Bring her to me. Smiles! Brother! Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on! Bone Lord! Join me! She done it! Oh, that was impressive. That was some good... She was literally like one square off of leaving the map. That was so good. Right, stabilize. How you doing? Just 5 conditions need tending. We've actually done it. Bone Lord is mine now. It was just a cut with the Naginata. Nothing to actually kill her dead. That's good. Lots of conditions need tending. Bubba go? Bubba apparently don't go. Who the hell is... Oh, hello. Was there anyone else left behind that I could... How fast do you think we could get over there? Muffin Man. The Muffin Man. Strip Josephine. Mickey, how are you doing? Mickey's downed? Oh, like triple zombie infection. Then we've got Yakov Boyer. Have they got any good gear for us? Potentially get a guild tin can. That's fine. I'm really here for your armor, though, Josephine. Like, that paladin plate is fantastic. No! Son of a bitch. Right. Talk about cutting that close. Wow. Park, how are you doing? Bogdan Park. No infection risk either. Oh my god, have we got another... You've got, like, okay medical, right? 7 point... Yeah, you actually do. Go get Park. Bogdan, join me. How are you doing? Zzz. Fast learning neurotic brawler. Infection? Nothing. Lost a lung and a leg, which makes things a little bit tricky. Medical 3. Medical 0. Here's the plan, then. Here's the plan. Dan, man with a plan. Stay there. Park, get tended. Leonard is coming with us. Here's what we're going to do. Dan is going to take Rosalina. 16 hours for him to get her back for tending. At which point one of our other doctors back in the base can do that. No. Drop stabilize. How are you doing, Park? Come on. Come on. Actually fine? 0.5 hours. No, actually not fine. 6 hours? 11 hours. That's fine. Capture. Get him out of here. How are you looking? No infection risk. 0.4. This one's really against it because they've got a lot of separate... This is going to be fucking close. 8 seconds. They got a lot of... Oh! Well, that's a shame. What are you wearing there? You know, there's no point checking. We can't save them. Especially not when there's a zombie like right there. No, they're gone. Right, Marta, get out of there. Run, Marta. Marta, haul ass. This is where that armor has potentially just saved her life. Lee. Oh my god, you're fine as well. Great memory. Tortured artist. Think about it. Tortured artist. We just lock them outside. Can't eat. Can't sleep. They go on a mental break. Afterwards, tortured artists get inspired creativity. What do we do with that, you say? Well, we see if they're capable of crafting first before I commit to this idea. They are. They've only got 5 crafting, but that is consistent ability to craft those swords. This is big. Big if true. We've got to be able to actually get them back, though. So, Marta, this is down to you. It will put a lot of pressure on the shoulders of a tiny child. Tiny, weak, fragile, tiny child soldiers. What? Pretty sure that's the lead guitarist for Dragon Force, actually. Marta. 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 Are you okay? Fine. Bruise from zombie teeth. Fucking hell, that was close. And we got a trader. They actually made it. Oh, it's tribute collector. Oh, I don't care about that. Tending is on it. 13 hours, 8 hours. They're going to be fine. We need to really upgrade this prison. This is a bit of a mess, Ronny. No pressure, but that's your turn, my friend. What's he doing right now? Insulting the prisoners. He's supposed to be building them beds, not calling them names. And there is Lee. Okay, tortured artist. We need you. 11 melee with a double passion is actually not bad. We're going to have to train up their crafting, though, by probably just getting them to do a load of, like, random... Maybe we should just grow a load of cotton for training purposes. That probably wouldn't be a terrible idea. Oh boy, this is a prison break waiting to happen. Well, thank God we've got some over here and some over here. Really, we should give them all a separate prison room and just have people delivering meals to them constantly. I might even do that. Because it's going to get real difficult to juggle otherwise. So we do like one room here and one room here. The only problem with that is we can't give them the same comfort as I would like. We wouldn't be able to connect up end tables, wardrobes, 2 dressers to each bed. Ain started a social fight with Ronny. That's good, because that should snap him out of it. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. They're all good. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Wow. Holy shit. That's 3 more prisoners on top of what we had already, which I think was like 7 prisoners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, dear. This is playing with fire a little bit. But holy crap, they're all so good. Bloodlust, Wayfarer, Torch Artist. It's everything we've needed. As much as it would be nice to shore up our defenses and seal up the breach in the top wall, it's not that big a deal because their zombies are only getting through... I mean, they've got no reason to come on this side of the wall because there's no difference to the other side. So they're only going to kind of passively pathfind through. When the zombies upgrade and they get the higher level elevated senses, then we've got something to worry about. Then it will be an issue having holes in the wall like this. In fact, when it gets to that stage, we need multiple layers of walls because they will be able to sniff us out from that distance. Oh my god. Hello. Well, that was rather unfortunate for you guys, eh? Man, these zombies are actually pretty deadly. When a group pounces on you like that, holy shit, they're getting like annihilated. Night of the Fallen Empire, someone turned into a zombie, whoever that is, Bentley. I guess that was someone from the raid earlier then. Wow, look at that. They got absolutely annihilated. I mean, honestly, I'm just surprised they're not blaming me for this. Seeing as trade caravans will blame me for just about anything going wrong in this game. And another new recruit. This time around, we've got Maria, or as she is now known. Collateral Cleavage. Thank you for that one. What are your skills like? Transhumanist, Teetotaler, and Pretty. A medical single passion is quite nice. Healer, Adult, and any mining passion I'll happily take as well. Hey, that's not bad. So the research room is built, obviously with only steel tiles there. Hold on a second. So the research room is built with only steel tiles, but I mean, it's the same cleanliness, right? And with less people in there, it's probably going to be cleaner overall, to be fair. We've got a slightly larger dining room. We've only got... Oh, we've got 24 chairs. That should last a while. It's not like everyone's going to eat simultaneously. Only one entrance into the freezer now, so I'm dropping the meals in this wooden locker. The only problem with that is they might end up going a bit manky. 3.5 days. Maybe I should cut down the amount of simple meals that we're cooking. What do you think? Maybe just like 2 per colonist of each meal? Because realistically, we can just have a dedicated cook with the amount of people that we're getting here. That's probably a better idea. Stack limit would be the ultimate mod to throw into this, so that we could say, hey, you know, 10 meals out here, because that way they'll eat that in time and then have a bunch in the fridge just in case something happens to our cook. The prison is pretty much done. I've divided it into 3 sections here and put all of those into separate sections as well. So these guys get no social whatsoever. But prison breaks should be a bit more easy to contain now. Then all this here is going to be stone path. Now, the big thing I'm trying to do is juggle crops, to be honest. Because we've got everybody set to really high priority harvesting and growing, which is obviously really important. Because we've got like 17 plus another however many prisoners we've got these days. Another like 12 or something like that. People to actually feed overall. So I'm trying to get a nice balance between growing enough food for everybody, but also giving them chance to get a lot of other jobs done too. So I've kind of tweaked it here, and they finally started working in the quarry and producing steel and hand tools and stone cutting and whatnot again, after not having done that for a long time. I've stopped production of the heal root, the allspice, and the cotton. We've got like 500, 600 heal root. We've got 200 spice and no meat to actually make gourmet meals with, so it's a bit pointless. And then we've got like 4,000 cotton. I'm not even kidding. I don't even know where it is on the list here. Yeah, 4,293 cotton. So those 3 are definitely cancelable. I've cancelled the psychoid plants as well, just because we would have to dedicate equal amounts of time to actually brewing that into psychoid tea or something like that as well, which comes with its own set of problems. For the time being, I just want to focus on food production. I've taken away all of the tree sowing too, and to be honest, we can go ahead and delete that. We've got all of this area to work with. You can see how many trees down here, and all of this area too now. And 798 lumber on top of that. So it's a bit unnecessary at this point. Got to focus on the luxuries, I think. It's all well and good having this many people, but let's try and make sure they've got everything accounted for. That's why I want to go for food first and foremost. Then we're going to try and get every bedroom, you know, with an end table, dresser, teddy bear. Obviously very important. Wardrobes and shit next. Oh, God, not again. As if I didn't have enough of this yesterday. You know, I think we're not going to have to worry about these Timberwolves. I think the zombies will probably deal with these guys pretty well. What a showdown, eh? Look at this. Here come the zombies to, I mean, I think the zombies are they've absolutely got it. All they've got to do is start a little bit of... Oh, man, they're raging now. Oh, yeah, there you go. Look at the Timberwolves dropping. Holy shit. And this is why we need to take on the zombies one at a time. Holy shit. Like, the Timberwolves are absolutely annihilating them there for a bit. Wow. I mean, they didn't stand a chance. Oh, no. Poor doggies. And I traded from the foot. No. Well, now you got a pack of really angry zombies to deal with. How fast they move now. Jesus. So when they're agitated, it's 1.2 times speed. So they will absolutely move fast in this trade caravan. For sure. Bose is still alive? Holy crap. I guess because the others tried to retreat. Wow. What a guy. Oh my god, look at the Timberwolves. I believe in you, foes. You can do it. That's it. Shoot that rabbit in the kidney. That'll do the trick. I was so disappointed with our first catapult that we built. I decided, hey, let's research another catapult. Let's see if this one actually works, though. Is that like security? And, better catapult. Oh, fuck off. It's gigantic. Well, that might be a better sign, I guess. We need 70 rock powder, 280 lumber, 25 steel, and 55 iron. Can we put out of something else? Can we put out of like a sandstone catapult? I guess it's just the base then. It's 120 lumber instead, which is a little bit better. Shit. Okay. How are we doing on the lumber production? We've eaten it all. Okay. Well, first things first. I guess we'll work on that. Also, we'll look to another type of ballista too, by the looks of it. Yeah, there you go. We've got a different one there too. We'll have to compare them, see how they do. This one's got a minimum range to it. It's also much, much bigger. But the maximum range is like a lot better than our other one. Oh, interesting. Wow. Okay, maybe we'll put a couple of those down either side and test how they work as well. We just need to get so much lumber now. But there's barely anything grown. Got like maybe 10 trees at most. We need to reclaim this area. So after we finish building the paths, we've done a lot of building today, to be fair. A lot more than we normally would. Especially because, like, the first, like 2/3 of today was entirely raids and prisoner management and shit. Let's get the... let's get some more stone cutting done. I'll let them work in the quarry a bit more. Right now, I've got it set to chisel blocks, and because it's on sandstone, they'll chisel sandstone blocks out of that. Let's stockpile a shitload of sandstone, because we're going to need a boatload for both the ballistas and the catapults. And we'll go pretty ham on the trees, but I think before we build any sort of extra security, let's block this up. We'll use that to build a bunch of cavalry spikes and a bunch of sandstone. Then all of this we can use to kind of recoup the lumber that we're investing into this wall. So I think that's a good idea, because look, they're absolutely everywhere now. We've given them enough time where they've just kind of randomly wandered into here and gotten trapped in the river. Oh shit, there's a 30% chance on Ling Mei. Holy crap. I've been watching them just kind of go through. These guys are all down to very, very low resistance. So obviously Rosalina, we've only just got 16.7. What about Chana? Chana's been there quite a while now, right? This wasn't today. This was the... I think this was even like the day before yesterday. They did get hit by malaria. 64 resistance. Oh, are you a faction leader, though? Oh, enemy sellsword. Oh, that might take a little while on that one. Okay. There we go. I mean, it was inevitable, wasn't it? Hello. You are now Katala. Physically adept brawler. Oh, man. You could be very, very, very good depending on what we do with that scribing table that I made a big song and dance about building and then may or may not have forgotten to build. But that's something else. Something that I've, like, actually got. Like a sandstone one. We haven't got enough sandstone. Nice marble scribing table. That could be pretty good. Yeah, I'm alright with her grabbing an elephant spear as a weapon because the elephant spear not only is just a good melee weapon, but it also gives a bonus to combat abilities. So if we can potentially start work on these classes, that would be phenomenal. I can't remember if you need Magicite or not. And I very much doubt we've got enough Magicite to do anything yet. I think it's Magicite and Jade. Actually, we've got 87. Might be enough just to maybe make, like, a scroll. One of them. Oh, shit. Do you not need Devil Strand? Devil. Now, Devil Strand comes up with scribing, which does me a significant frighten. There we go. So for this then, so bear in mind we can make these mage spells when Portale is a higher level. And any Wanderer. So we've also got Martyr as well. They have kind of this little, you know, like a little tiddlywink of magic in them. A little spark of magic. What we're really here for are these here. So the martial books and the torn scripts. And yes, unfortunately, I suppose we can make torn scripts. The only problem with the torn scripts is that... Does that work with fighters, though? I don't think so. Become a random magic class. No, it would seem like that doesn't work. So we have to build the unfinished martial books. That's 80 Devil Strand and 350 Magicite. So that's going to take a bloody long time before we can do that. What we're going to have to do then is obviously set up a massive Devil Strand farm. I'll probably replace this corn or something like that because I think we've got enough food to last us. Yeah. Yeah, I think we've probably got enough food at this point in hindsight. Though, hang on, no. We have fertile soil. Get rid of the bloody grapes. So we'll let them finish the Devil Strand research. We'll rip up the grapes, replace that with Devil Strand because it's all, what, 140% here? Yeah. That is the perfect place for it. Is there anything we've got to help out with farming at all? We've got cultivation, but that's for, So we've got plants that... Parasite. Hang on, that's a good point. So these plants produce magicite, but they drain mana from the map. But we have... I mean, you know, what's a mana? And then we've got Pomana Syrian Bush, which used to make mana potions, but what's mana? We hit things with sword until they die. Okay, that's fine. We could do that. What I wanted to look for is if there was any sort of, like, farming methods, you know, like, sprinklers, primitive sprinklers, irrigation, scarecrows. It looks like we haven't got anything. That's okay. I don't really mind about that too much. So let's just stick with what we've got here. Let's just go Devil Strand, fertile soil, and just keep an eye on it. To be honest, we won't want to cover this whole thing in Devil Strand, and obviously just some will grow faster than others, but eventually we'll get a pretty decent amount there. So let's leave it there for today with the knowledge that tomorrow we might be able to start transforming our people into full-on classes. Try and get some gladiators, try and get some... I mean, any sort of super powerful class is useful here. Anything is going to be able to deal with the zombies, and if we could get stuff that's even more useful, I mean, to be honest, archers, rangers, sharpshooters, whatever. Let's just see what we end up with. This is going to be pretty fantastic, particularly because the raids are getting pretty fucking strong. Like, pretty powerful now. Luckily, we had some zombies over here to clear them out, but, I mean, now we've got a lot of zombies trapped down here, unless the raid... I mean, if we get another raid spawning in over here, it's just us versus them this time, you know? So let's see where things end up then. Thank you all for watching. Good night, Ronny and your lovely Teddy. A big thank you goes out to the patrons, without which this series and all of the many others I do across my many channels would not be possible in the first place. A big thank you to Maximus Basilius, Gibbering Mound, Rage Dragon, Ice Stab Cows, Narmo, Silent Sentinel, Jamie Haynes, Ever Vigilant One, Crowskull, Mythomatic, Archbishop, and Pascal E. Along with everyone else, the executive producer tiers over on Patreon for their support in making the channel possible. Big thank you to those guys. And a thank you as well to Chicken Robo, Hawkin, Rommel DK, Ann Aurora, Bucky, Taters, Angus, Francesco R, Larry the Emu, Kippos, Mr. Awesome, Hippie Springbeer, Metman, Unique Weapon, and Poised as Fuck as well. See you all tomorrow.